like, you are a man.
But
Are you a professional dancer? Respond to that, bitch. Make some money.
be a bad bitch and a good person. It's okay to be both. You know what I mean? Like, and then it'll be a chef, you know. Hey,
Oh, what's up, y'all?
he said we live.
Take two.
Can y'all hear us this time? We good
Round
now?
2, fight.
Let's make sure we're good.
Yes. All right. I see they coming back up in this thing. Can they hear us though? Is the question.
This time we good now?
Yep.
Yep. Y'all can
There
hear
we
now.
go.
Okay.
There we
Y'all
go.
good.
What's
Alright.
up, y'all?
Get my sip on real quick.
Okay.
Guilty pleasure.
You guys talk because I'm sharing.
Vanilla Coke.
That's what I'm doing. I'm sure.
Look, I was so bitchy about that. You guys talk.
What it do?
What's up? What you got going on?
Yes.
Ah, same old soup, just reheated.
Okay. What
Yeah.
soup? What reheated soup are we eating now?
You know, Barz, Pops, Dank Confections, Mr. Max, G-Pen, you know. Same old soup, just
Got a few
reheated.
things.
Oh, you got a whole collection of shoes and all that stuff going on?
Yeah, so I'm doing the designs by Chili. It really started as like a sock fetish, so I have a sock issue. Right?
We've seen that. Yes,
And,
we've all seen that, right?
So today's sock is chicken legs. I can thank Lizzie Roach for sending me this. So she sent me a picture, oh no, maybe about 2 years ago. And it was a guy in the gym on leg day wearing these socks. I thought it was hilarious, and then I finally seen them and I got them. So shout out to Lizzie. But yeah, it started as like a sock thing, you know, and I was looking for somebody that could customize, you know, shoes to kind of.
To go with your sock
yeah.
fetish. Okay, I see you.
And,
Just a whole foot fetish. We see.
I don't really like feet. Though.
I mean,
you know what I
from
mean?
the
Like,
socks to the shoes. So
yeah,
I'm
I
checking it out.
don't even like feet though.
No, but I'm saying, do you like shoes?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
that's how we
that's what
got.
I'm
That's
saying.
how we got
Okay.
there, and it was just so damn expensive. When I started looking at, you know, what people really charge to customize these shoes, it's like, you know, $4, $5, $6,
The fashion industry
$700,000,
is crazy.
and I'm just like, damn. But
It's
I mean, I
crazy.
was like, well, shit, I don't want to devalue nobody's art, so
Right.
you know, I look for another option, and that's, you know, how I fell into. I said, well, shit, I probably could design shoes cheaper than I could have somebody customize them.
Right.
And it was a joking thought that, you know, I ended up going down that road and found a manufacturer in Italy. And
I thought it was really cool just to see that pop out of you. Because it's like a little passion project, a little side project.
Right, right.
So it was cute, and I was interested. What's coming next on it?
So I got a ladies' heel, I got a kid shoe, and a women's boot in the next drop.
If y'all haven't checked out his stuff, it is amazing.
Thank you.
He's got some really cute stuff going on, so y'all need to check that out. Designs by Chili.
But know
Correct.
your size, right?
Yeah, so
Know your size.
man,
Are they running
you're
in the?
gonna learn this. If you don't learn anything, you're gonna learn this. If you do not use the sizing guide, there is a high probability that your shoe may be either a little too big or a little too small. So please use the sizing guide. That's why it's there. And if you have any questions about it, customer service will be more than happy to take care of them.
European sizing charts.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. They're handmade in Italy. They're not, you know, like
And they're super.
factory made or anything like
They're
that.
super easy to understand once you look at them.
Yeah.
Think about whenever you used to go to a shoe store. If any of y'all used to do that, I did. They used to have the little shoe, the little shoe thing that you put your foot on, your little foot scale, or
Yep.
whatever it is, the sizer. Similar to that. Just they're super easy to read if you try. I'm an ass, guys, but it's the truth. But you've got some really nice stuff going on there.
Thank you.
So, what else you got going on?
So you know, we full force with the G Pen project right now,
Okay.
and you know, that's something that you know, I'm really happy about it. It's a different kind of system. You know,
Okay.
people are used to the traditional 5-10 threads, and even some people, with the packs, or Crusher has their own pod system, and I think Bello has a different type of pod system. But the one thing that all of those other guys have in common that G-Pen doesn't is they use a wick.
Okay.
Our pods are wickless.
Okay.
It's direct to the ceramic coil, ceramic heating element. So
Right.
you get to, preserve some of those terps. It lasts longer. It's not being absorbed into cotton that's surrounding a ceramic wick, and it's actually like wicking it
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah.
You lose medicine. You don't get the full appeal that
And a harsher
you
hit.
really should, right?
And a harsher
hit.
Yeah.
Depending on where that oil sits in that cart, you fire that thing up, it's gonna burn that cotton. So
Yep.
now when you taste it, everything is burnt. And it was just it was a good thing. And I've been a fan of G-Pen products prior to this, and that's really why I did it. Because it was a brand that I trusted.
Right.
I used their Nova, I used their Dash, and the Nova was a concentrate pen, kind of similar to the Puffco pen,
Right.
And the Dash is a dryer vaporizer.
Okay.
And so once I got into it, I found this product, and this is like my
Your
baby,
baby.
the daily dryer.
He's been holding on to this little girl tight.
Yo, I mean,
He loves
she's
it,
super
so.
sweet. She easy to clean, like, internal glass. I can
Oh,
put this
that's
in my
nice.
pocket. This is metal, so I can run this over with my car. I got a digital LCD. I can adjust it from 400 to 800 degrees. Got a self-cleaning mode. Like, I can get to the entire airway.
You sell these too?
No.
Oh, so
Like,
he's
I
just
mean, but
showing
that was
off,
just,
y'all.
That was just one hell of a sales pitch.
Look, he's showing off.
Yeah, that's.
But that's cute though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Are you
So-
going to be selling these at any point?
Yes, we are gonna
Okay.
customize the roam. We're gonna customize. So we have our. I think you may have seen it. Our custom Geo Batteries, and that one's a variable temp. So the traditional black one is a fixed temp,
Okay.
but our Mr. Max ones with the waves and the M and all that good stuff, it's a variable temp.
Right.
And,
I have not seen that one.
Oh,
I
I
need to
thought
see
I
that.
brought it a
See?
long time. Oh, I must have tucked it in the pocket on that day.
Look.
And that hose piece?
You don't got that?
No,
Oh.
I'm missing that. I used one though.
Yeah,
I used one.
I got you.
I liked it.
I got you, yo. I got
I
you.
That
love
was
you.
salty.
I love you, Teddy Bob. I love you.
But yeah, just trying to get
It's
it
a pretty
out
cool
there.
attachment.
I know I did see that. That shit was tight.
You used it too.
I sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just trying.
And
to,
those are nice, y'all. All this stuff, like this stuff hits
Just hook this up to a
so
phone.
good. And I'm not really a pod or vape smoker, but I will say this. I always get a burn in the back of my throat, in my nose, no matter which I'm hitting. But this one was not as harsh for me. And the only other one that I enjoyed like that was the PAX. That's real talk.
Mhm.
So,
And PAX is one of my, outside of ours, PAX is the only other one that I'm like, I feel.
yeah.
The rest of them is hit and miss.
Yeah, I really enjoyed them. So, both of them, they're at the same speed for me.
Cool.
I hold them. They're comparable.
I like that.
They're comparable.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm comparable at the top of the class, then
Mhm.
that's all I can ask for.
Because PAX is cute. They're doing some cute things
Yeah.
out there. So, if this is comparable, y'all, that's saying a lot. If you've never owned a PAX or anything like that, they've been in the game for I don't know how long, for a hot minute.
Yeah.
How long has G-Pen been in the game?
So what people don't know is G-Pen's been around since about 2010.
Dang.
Really?
Yeah, they started with a Snoop Dogg campaign, and where they did some older style vape batteries and things like that, and then it went into other things, and then they linked up with Cypress Hill and Be Real, and then Burner.
Yep.
And now those are their primary brands that
Okay.
they have the cookies brands,
Okay.
Dr. Green Thumbs,
Right.
and,
All the old
Source.
rappers.
Yeah.
Good ones. I'm old school, so I like each and every one of them.
But I can tell you a secret though.
Tell me a secret.
G-Pen makes this thing called the Connect.
Okay.
And what the Connect does is it literally connects to your rig.
Okay.
Right? And has a battery. You charge it. You don't have to need any torch or anything like that.
Right.
Has a ceramic well. Take the little magnetic carb cap off and
Okay.
load your dab, and now you've got this mobile device that's a heating element all in one, right?
Okay.
But if you don't want to handle your dabs or use a tool or Q-tips or anything like that, you can unscrew that chamber and you can screw on one of our G-Pen Connect tanks.
Okay.
And that'll have all of our flavors in there as well. So
Right on.
the Blues Clues, the Apple Max, all of that good stuff.
All the tasty things.
Yeah, all the tasty
Y'all better
things.
be looking at that.
No mess, no issues.
No muss, no fuss, ladies.
On the go, you can
Yes.
connect it and get busy.
Oh,
Mr.
that
Mack
sounds
style.
nice.
Yeah.
That sounds
So
right.
we'll be
Interesting.
dropping those 7/10. So any of our influencers expect the Connect to come to you because they are sending out the Connects to all of the influencers, and then I'll get them some Blues Clues tanks, and yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so I can't wait to hear from all of you influencers. And we love it whenever you guys tell us what you think. Hey, we really like it when you tell us what you think about the products, because it does help me on what I want to buy and what I don't want to buy as a patient. So,
If I get one, I'll let you know.
girl, I know you will.
I think you are on that influencer list, so
Yeah,
I would
I might
say
be.
so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Randy, if she doesn't, like, I'm going to hit you up, okay?
Me
Yeah,
too.
all everybody that's on the influencer list will be getting one. We actually talked about it in our marketing call on Tuesday. So
Right on.
it's a thing. Approved and all that. So.
Oh, this fool. Less talking, more meditating. I can't even talk. Y'all, I
Let's
hate
talking
being
more
on camera.
medicated. Man, they just want you to get gone. Okay.
That's okay. He's driving me home, so I'll get as
Well,
ripped
Carrie
as I want to be.
Carmona have one. So, speaking of Carrie Carmona, since someone brought her up, Carrie Carmona is the reason that the G-Pen deal even happened.
Oh, shut up.
So whoever that person is, and they don't know. That person does not know this. Yeah, Carrie Carmona is the reason that the G-Pen deal happened.
So yes, Carrie Carmona will have she'll have all this. Yes.
She got the whole. So she's
No
actually
question
waiting
asked.
for me to deliver her bag to her because y'all got y'all stuff before she did, and she made the connection happen, and so I felt bad, but I hooked her up though.
Okay, because
As long as you hooked her up.
I mean,
Them-
I
That is
get
a little
it.
Them my
up.
people though. Like her and Rich, them my people.
But I would
You
get
know
it.
what
I would be a
mean?
little
Like,
irritated too. You know, I'd be like,
Yeah.
hello.
I feel it.
But it's okay. He's got you. Or he's got her. So yes. She will have all the things and some.
Actually, Paula, I just talked to Carrie before I came here, so she's definitely in the mix.
Okay. Now,
Uh-oh.
I have a question that I've always wanted to ask someone in the industry.
Okay.
And, well, someone that I respect. I'm literally going to put it to you like this.
Okay.
This
is going to be good.
If you could change 3 things
Okay.
in this industry that you would think would make it better for the patients,
Mm-hmm.
better for growers, processor, everybody,
Okay.
everybody, what would those things be?
Ooh, okay. So, the first thing I would say would be misinformation. And I say that because misinformation is our biggest enemy. We get our information from people who are not always as informed as they should be when relaying information.
And it turns into a big game of
yeah.
telephone.
And we have misinformation that comes by way of people misinterpreting something,
The way you guys
or the way
perceive it.
something that was written. And so when it's given to somebody else, it's not given in its true form. It's not given in its proper context. So you can give a person anything out of context, and then it's up to them to put a context to it. So by the time it leaves that person, it's so
It's
that would be the first thing that I would
Right.
change. The second thing that I would change would be patience. People, and I talked about this morning on my live.
Patience
People-
as in hold on a minute, or patience as in
Patience as in hold on.
got you.
Because
Clarification.
you know we have this tendency of thinking that everything we want we're supposed to have when we say so because we're the 57% and so on and so forth.
Right.
And that's not a reality.
No,
You know,
because it's a process.
the 57% was 57% of that voting populace of that particular election.
Yep.
We only account for 10% of the state. So when we're talking about 400,000 patients and 11,000 businesses, from the surface, that sounds like a lot. But when you compare that to 3.4 million people for the entire state,
Right.
you really have to factor in a lot of other things here. You know, and that's what people aren't doing. They're not factoring those things in.
Well, okay, but you have people out there like myself who I find it hard to comprehend a lot of the political side of things.
Right.
Okay. Because I feel like they say shit to confuse you, and then they're like, this is how it is, and then they're like, no, that's just literally the framework of the bill, and what we choose to put out there will be the final bill. So that's when I get like, what the?
So I always tell people, be a part of the process, right?
And I'm asking you for the people right now. Are you willing to teach about the process? Help people learn
That's what
about the
I've been
process.
trying to do. That it really goes into my third thing.
Okay.
Is the people have to be willing to learn. You can't be impatient in an industry that's in its infancy. We're talking about an industry that did not
even on its
legally
legs.
exist in this state.
Yep.
So now all of a sudden we don't have any caps on licenses. We have a very low barrier to entry at $2,500 per license fee, right? And then there's no plant limits or canopy space or anything like that. So it's literally the Wild Wild West.
Right.
Right? In a state where there's no cannabis culture or anything like that. So everybody is the blind leading the blind, right?
Right.
So everybody's right. Because nobody's ever been wrong. It didn't exist.
Right.
So those people had to fail for other people to look behind and be like, oh, no, we're not going to do that.
Right.
But you can't be impatient and not willing to learn. And that's what was happening in the beginning. And that's how we ended up with a lot of growers here from Colorado and Oregon and California.
People knew what they were doing.
They knew what they were doing. And people was like, yo, I'm not going to lose no more money.
No, they didn't.
You know?
That educational aspect. So that's why he's saying educate yourself.
Right. You know, so if people are willing to learn, I'm going to give them the game. I've always said this, and I will always say this, and I will mean this every single time that I say it. I am not a voice of the people. I am a voice to the people.
I think you're more of a voice with the people. Because
I just
you're
observe
part of
and
that people
report.
too.
I
'Cause you're-
observe and report.
Well, not just that, you're a patient as well.
Right.
So not just an observer on the business side, you're a patient as well.
But they have to understand that there's two parts to this. And so the industry has to respect the patient base and the advocates and what goes on in their world, because those are things that we don't deal with as business owners.
Right.
But being a patient, we have to understand that the things that they do in their business, we can't dictate that from the patient aspect or from the advocate aspect, because they're not in business. So how can you tell me how to run my business or what I should do with my business? And then we have this clash. So when there's no patience and people don't want to work together and they don't want to learn and pass misinformation, you have a fucked up program.
There's no function there.
With the best, you have a fucked up program with the best rules and opportunity of all 50 states.
Yeah. And if y'all don't listen to, I will put this out there, there's podcasts out there that are telling people this on a daily basis about Oklahoma. So.
Like Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What's going on Clubhouse?
Okay, no, we got to get to number 3.
Well, number 3 is the willingness to learn.
Okay, so that was number 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
they gotta be willing to learn and
Be willing to
understand
learn,
that,
Jamie.
yo, you may be right and still be wrong.
I was so willing to learn. I backtracked on myself. I had to hear it again, girl. I didn't comprehend it the first time. Shit, okay?
They kill me. It's like you gotta learn to play your game within the game. The game got rules. The rules don't change.
No.
The only thing that changes is how you adapt.
And the
So
players,
So when
the
so
movers
when
and shakers in the
right,
game have
so
changed.
when the game upgrades or the phone updates or whatever, you have to adjust to that, right?
Right.
Your software changed and your screen look different and the Facebook icon and change. You can't go back.
You gotta evolve.
Yeah.
All the
You
time.
gotta learn this shit.
I mean,
and
you
do
can't
this
stay
shit.
back there, but all you're going to do is complain because you don't know shit.
But once you update it,
Yeah.
you can't go back.
No. Why would you want to, though?
Right.
Why would you want to, though? It's already changed.
Right, so
Keep it
everybody else
moving.
is moving forward.
Yes.
They're learning, they're progressing, and you're sitting back on some old shit. So, yeah, the misinformation, the patience, and the willingness to learn. Them three right there would change our entire program.
And an open, because it's not just a willingness to learn, but you have to have an open mind to have that. So
Mhm.
open your mind up a little bit, drop the stigma, and really try to learn about
Yes.
all of it. All of it. Okay. What was nothing?
She was talking about
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse, I think.
Go.
Clubhouse.
Yes.
Man, so Clubhouse is a wonderful tool. You know, I don't look at it, for entertainment or anything like that. Facebook, I don't look at it for entertainment. It's a tool to convey a message, right? Very rarely will you see me post anything that's not brand related, business related, industry related, motivational or something like that. My stories is a different animal because
Right.
that's my personality
Right.
with that.
But
But
so you do the stories on there as well?
yeah, I do, but I mean not me personally, but
Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
if I put something on my story, that's really me showing my personality. So it's gonna be memes and funny things and people getting scared by animals jumping out and
Okay.
just just
Are you
all
talking about
kinda-
stories on Facebook?
Facebook, Instagram, whatever.
Okay, I was thinking, because we was on Clubhouse and I was like, damn. fucking
Right.
stories on Clubhouse.
But
I got
so
lost
going
in
back, getting back
cycles.
to the Clubhouse thing, it's a tool, right? And
Yeah.
so I like it because I can tailor it down. It's like Whole Foods. It's like Trader Joe's, right?
Okay.
I can get into some fuckery going to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's and stuff like that. And that'll be the rooms that's in the hallway, the wild shit, right?
Mhm.
But I can narrow that shit down and go exactly where I want to go and reach really who I want to reach or receive who I'm really wanting to receive. And a lot of times I'll go in rooms to listen.
Mhm.
If I'm hosting a room, that's different, 'cause
Well, you
then
have to talk. You're
Right,
hosting.
it's structured. There's a
Right.
topic. There's a point that we're trying to get to. But it's a wonderful tool if people use it as a tool. I've made a lot of business connections. I've done business by way of through people I've met.
It's a
through
good
Clubhouse.
platform for networking.
Yeah, a wonderful platform for
Yes.
networking, and it requires you to not be hidden in a lot of ways because it's a voice app.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to talk to people.
And that's more comfortable to me because I hate shit like this. I don't like being on camera, y'all.
It's cool, man.
So I love the voice thing. Like, I would have been an amazing DJ, but never, no
It
podcast.
overwhelms
That's the
me.
only, yeah.
On Clubhouse. They always invite me
Blah
up to
blah
speak
blah.
and
Medicate.
Yeah,
Less,
lit.
more,
That-
medicate.
lit. Okay, sorry, y'all. There's just so much. I'm interested in so much. There's a lot to get in, and we did kind of get a late start, so I'm trying not to infringe too much. Oh, look, we've shoved a lot into very little time, so I like that. We do have time to medicate. Let me shut the fuck up.
Clubhouse is super cool, man.
I love the platform because I think it's good for more than just networking, but it is a great tool for learning if you allow yourself to have an open mind and go on there and really try to learn and listen.
Yep.
It is a great space also to learn how to talk, publicly speak to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually that's not public because you're actually behind your phone or a screen or wherever the hell you're at. But it helps me because, like I said, I don't like this whole aspect.
Yeah.
So I like it for that. And there's more than just cannabis on there. There's a lot more than cannabis on there.
Yep.
It's
Grimsley said, is it fun fuckery or just fuckery?
Oh, I don't know. What fuckery are we talking about?
Non-clubhouse.
Oh man, it's some real demon hour shit on there, man. You know, like, but I mean, it's all in who you follow. So again, you can tailor that. You can tailor it in. If you follow people that's with the shits, then rooms that's with the shits is gonna come up in your hallway.
Yeah.
If you only follow people that's, you know, on
the good
mindset or, you know, motivational or business or whatever, then that's what'll populate in your hallway. So you really dictate how much fuckery you receive or don't receive.
Yeah, because
so it's on you.
It's just like anything else. You can choose to listen.
Yeah.
And get out the room if you ain't trying to listen. I mean, it's optional. So if you don't like what you're hearing, get on out and move on to the next one. But there are a lot of options on that platform, and I love it for that reason, because I would much rather listen to whatever the hell I wanted to listen to. And they have travel, feelings, I mean, mental health, there's everything on there. Is it still just iPhone?
No. It's Android.
Oh,
Android
hey.
too, yeah.
So I will start sending shit out to you Android people on my friends list, the ones I choose, because I do like to choose wisely. Sorry, I don't want you getting on there acting a fool, because it shows forever that I invited you, so no.
Randy says she loves our faces. We love you too, Randy.
I love your whole damn face. Your whole personality.
That's my best friend. No, for real.
Randy, you better tell him. I mean,
wait, what?
Jasmine is your best friend.
No.
I was gonna.
I'm a guy. Okay. I'm a guy. Okay.
So
that's my home right there.
Oh, okay. Ace Boom Coon?
Ace Boom.
Okay. Okay.
See, Jasmine, that's a girl.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
But you said best friend. That's a blanket.
No.
That's a blanket.
We're a cluster, man.
I'm dead.
You're a cluster, man.
I'm dead. Okay.
Yes.
Randy, look at you getting all this love over. Look, girl. See, Ian.
Keep blushing back there.
And I'm also going to say, Ian, hello, all the way in the UK. Hello.
Mm.
And it has been a while, Juan Garcia. They want you to talk.
I'm high as fuck. I've been dabbing, smoking. I took some
What are you smoking?
Marso, Fico, all the things.
What are the things?
All the things. That's something Randy would say. All the things.
All the things.
All
The
the
plethora.
things.
Yeah.
You are with us, girl.
Yes.
So many things.
You just don't want to talk. I'm done with you.
I'm super excited about next week, too.
Yeah, about the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
You know everything about that.
Well, you gotta talk about it.
Okay.
I don't know all the details.
So, you know, one of the things that we consistently hear in our industry is there isn't anything for the patients, right?
All the time.
You know, we get it. And for a long time, I was on the side of if the patients want to put something together and then reach out to the industry, you know, we would help support that. But it didn't ever
What
really
would their avenue
happen
be?
that way, right? So I just really thought about, you know, what we could do that one wouldn't be super expensive, but would still be able to, you know, let everybody have a good time and, you know, have some fun and enjoy themselves and actually receive some things and be appreciated and stuff.
What's the atmosphere?
And so it's more like it's pretty chic, you know, and
And
it'll
it is
be
21 and over.
It is 21 and over, yes,
Okay.
because they are serving alcohol. There's a double bar.
Cover charge?
But no, it's free.
Look.
Everything is free. Free entry. I'm doing well. Oh, I guess that's another secret. We're gonna be putting out the first public samples of Terpy tea, and it's a Blues Clues infused tea. That's the first one that we're in the Apple Mac infused tea.
Hot teas.
Hot or chilled. But we'll be
See, I
putting
didn't know
that out.
that.
Yeah, it's been in the pocket, man. Like,
See,
So-
I
Thank
don't
you for
know all the
pulling the-
details.
with all of this, like, I be trying to tell people and they don't be listening to me. But like, I'm a blueprint guy, and then Riker is the person that builds the car, and then Eric's the person that drives the car. And so these cars is driving. I gotta keep drawing up prints and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like with Pop Pops, at first it was just fruity, then it became caramel and caramel apple, and and with other things it started one way, but we evolved into other things.
That caramel apple
And,
is fire, y'all.
Yeah, so this turkey tea is a beautiful thing, and it's extremely medicinal.
That's what. Okay,
Um,
I'm a hot tea drinking
mhm.
fool because I'm a smoker and I also have a lot of bronchial problems.
Mhm.
So hot tea for me at night is my shit, and so I'm ready to hear more.
I don't want to reveal too much. When you start revealing too much, people want to copy.
No, you've already told us enough, but it
Yeah.
is going to be a hot and a cold.
Mhm.
Will it be a tea bag?
No,
Okay.
no. These will be bottled beverages.
Okay.
And,
So you get
and
a fix.
they're non-THC, so they're a CBD or a regular option, so they can be sold and distributed to any location.
I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cute. So where else we gonna see? No. I'm
Uh,
put the reins on there.
I don't know what
Give
else.
me a runner.
What else we wanna bring out. We're finishing up the pilot for the series that we shot and all of that
Okay.
good stuff. And there was some hold-ups with that, and now all of that is all situated and back on track.
Okay.
And so we'll have something to look at and shop around.
What's the ideas on that? Like, what's the time frame? Any time frame?
I mean, we're looking at like 30, 45 days before anybody publicly will see anything.
So maybe October.
Maybe like late August, early September.
See, because I know how that stuff really works, so I'm really trying to say.
Yeah,
October.
publicly, for like streaming services, it will, if it gets picked up how
It will.
people are saying
It
is,
will.
then but so that's a good thing that again, that's something for the industry.
That'd be a good watch party time, though. Okay.
But I mean, back to the event though.
Yes.
There's no cover, and we're gonna be doing a free raffle. So when you come, you get your tickets, prime items like G-Pen gave us a Rome, Puffco. We got paintings. We have the live artists. We're gonna have an artist do live art. The one that did our mural and all of the canvases in our dispensary. Like that mural, he did that in like 11 hours with all the cartoons and all.
I can't wait.
So he'll be doing live
That's
art.
gonna be
That'll be
cute.
a part of a raffle basket. There's a lot of different companies that donated products and gift certificates, and since we're talking about this, thank you. Like,
I was
for
like,
real,
what did I
for
do?
real.
You a beast.
So Alicia was like, how can I help? And I was like, damn, for real? Didn't I say that? And you was like, yeah. And I was like, well, we looking for people to, help with raffle items. And she was just like, hey,
On it.
I got this sponsor and blah, 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 blah. Hey, I got this company and they're going to do da, 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 da.
I know
And
some people.
boom, and boom, and boom. And I was just like, thank you. Like,
It's
so-
more than her knowing people. It's the fact that you can reach out to her, and a lot of people underestimate her with her
Mhm.
being here to help.
Mhm.
Like she's that person.
Yeah.
She's here. I'm of service to you. What am I going to do to help you out today? And
Yeah.
you're pretty fucking amazing. You're pretty
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you might be. And I try to reciprocate. So
Somebody said I'm gonna get that wrong.
and you should. You gotta come. That's the thing.
Yes.
Oh, date. Give them the date again and address.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to pull up the address because I don't even know my address like that.
I'll find it. It's fine.
No, hold on. Who can get it first? Let's roll.
It's right here.
Let's roll.
Bam.
Bam.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So it is July 8th, and it's from 7 to 10:30, and it's at 323 East Sheridan. It's right next door. It's in Bricktown. It's right next door to Senior Shots. And it's a weekday. It's right before, we get into the 7-10 holiday. So it's kind of like the pregame warm-up.
Right
Where,
on.
people come out, have fun, try some new products. OK57 is putting out, some stuff.
And the bags.
Lots of samples.
Paragon is putting out some stuff with theirs, and Sunday Extracts got some nice little cool stuff that they're giving away. And yeah, I mean, it's, JKJ got some,
You're gonna have to come and see. I don't think you should say. There's just gonna be some people there, and if you want to know, I'm just saying you should go.
Yeah.
That's it. Period. You need to be there. Or
Cincy Magazine picked it up and gave us some coverage on their Oklahoma and their national sites and stuff like that. So yeah, people are seeing it and they're like, hey, we need to do more of this.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's something that we can do quarterly or at least semi-annually.
Yeah, because it's cool for people to not just be there to network, but just to interact, build a rapport with others, and really know who, this is for patients too.
Right.
You're going to see some of the processors there that you buy products from.
Right.
Talk to them, interact with them. If you have questions,
Yeah.
that's why they're there.
Yeah.
He'll be there. Talk to him.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get
that's
too
really
close.
What it is,
No,
that's exactly
ask permission.
What it is. It's a way of bridging those gaps. So when I was talking earlier about patients and advocates having their thoughts and ideas of how things should be over here, and then us over here having our ideas of how things should work on that side. It's an opportunity for people to actually come together and network, and people not worry about if I can afford it. People not worry about are they charging for this, and so on and so forth. Cost is a part of life. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Cost is a part of life. But these patients have given us so much.
Yeah, have you? I mean, if
you know what I
anybody's
mean?
watched the news lately, we know how much we've given. Because I am a patient as well. We are all at this table patients. We know what we've given, but we also know, because I work in the industry as marketing, and I know what I have to give as well. So we give a lot as well that you guys don't see.
Right.
So it's one of those things that, hey, ask us, we'll tell you. If you're interested in knowing, well, why does it cost so much? Well, this is our tax. And this is what we have to do.
Yeah.
We have to buy all this equipment. These are the processes we have to go to.
Yeah.
We have to pay for every lab on every different product. It's not just one bundle. You don't get a bulk deal.
Yeah.
So it's all.
We got 98 SKUs. So.
But exactly. And if you are curious, listen. I was always
crazy,
told
right?
the worst question in the world is the one you don't ask. Ask questions when you meet people, and just these people are going to be there. John will be there.
Yep.
Jeremy will be there.
He's probably one of the most knowledgeable extractors that I know.
They're both the intellect on both of those dudes. I could just sit in a room and listen to them all day, because you actually learn something from the conversation, and I enjoy conversations like that, because you work my mind, and that's my G spot. So that's dead ass, because if I ain't learning from you, I'm just kicking it with you, and I'm gonna move on.
I don't really have time to kick it.
But I
don't. I wish I had time to kick it.
I make time for the ones I want to kick it with. But because there are ones that I kick it with that I don't learn a lot from. Dead ass. I just love them as human beings. You're not those bitches, okay? Don't give me the look.
Thank you, Jamie.
Don't give me the look. But there are people I just fucking love who they are. I love their vibe. I might not be learning anything from them, but I'm gaining just the love and the people they are. So I enjoy that as well. But I also have to be learning something. I'm a curious person, so my mind constantly wanders, and I'm listening. And if you're not interesting, I'm also that bitch that will get up and leave the room without saying a word and just disappear on you. I'm a weirdo like that.
Me
So,
too.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's like I leave mystery. People are like, bitch, where did you go?
I get the text message. Where did you go?
See, I'm that bitch. Oh,
I'm
can
out.
I come on, right here, please?
I am out.
Because
Like,
I'm not weird.
no.
I've always felt like it's just me. Because I always get this, oh, you always just disappear. We don't worry about you no more. I could be dead in a room somewhere in the same area they're in, and they would not know because I just disappear. So that's the only bad part to that.
Yeah, that was bad, that one. Yeah. Yeah.
But, okay,
Yeah.
so we had Clubhouse. We've had
Yeah.
the event.
Yeah.
What
What did we
interesting
forget?
things are going on, though? What other interesting things?
With me?
You're the one here, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Radio show. Ooh.
Yes, that one.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, so.
caught me slipping? Yes.
Yeah, so I was looking at doing a podcast. This is kind of how this is the universe at work, okay? So if people don't believe in the universe and manifestation and all that stuff, like
In
this
all
is
the
it.
things.
This is it.
There's
okay?
a lot more at work in this world than you think.
I was working with an individual, and we're gonna do a co-hosting podcast, and they were building out the set and all of that good stuff. And I don't know what happened, right? But right when I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'll just do it myself, the universe said, "Oh, you're ready. Here you go." No, swear to
That's how
God,
it works.
like,
That's how it's supposed
oh,
to work.
you're
Yes.
ready. Here you go. And the gentleman said, well, how would you like to do a radio show? And I was like, well, I did radio some years back and, blah, 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 blah. He was like, well, I think you would be really good on talk radio. And I'm like, well, what will be my parameters? Because I know you watch my lives, and sometimes I get loose. So I had to know,
You check yourself
is this,
before you
yeah,
release
is
it.
this like an XM station where I can get down? Is
Is
this terrestrial radio where I have to keep it tailored? And he said, "Oh, it's on Tyler Media," and I was like, because that's where all the conservative stations are, and fortunately for me, I am a conservative, but. I was like, damn, conservative radio? Even I was like, damn. But then I thought about the concept of what my podcast was going to be about. And then they started talking about what their ideas were, and it was almost as if they had a little microphone attached to me and was listening to me talk about it, because it was the exact same thing.
Ooh, you was dropping seeds. Didn't even know you was dropping seeds.
Didn't even know
Got
it.
you. Okay.
And then it was just like, we already got your sponsors.
That's how it was.
And blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And so I was thinking, oh, okay, well, it's radio. So I'm thinking I'm going to start from the bottom and have to work my way back up again, right? Because that's what happened, way back when.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm preparing myself to be on a different station. And I'm like, so what's the call sign? And he said, KOKC. I said, oh. 95.3? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, 15:30 a.m.? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, oh. and so they see something in the show. The show is going to be called Stigma, and it's all about breaking the stigmas, right? The objective is not to appeal to people who are cannabis friendly or who are supporters or anything like that. That would be pointless, right? On conservative talk radio.
Mm-hmm.
The objective is to appeal to those who are on the fence or far away from the fence to get them closer to the middle. And if we can break the stigma,
Yes.
then we can help more people, because a lot of these people are at their wits' end and they've tried everything
And they're scared.
They're scared.
They're scared to death because they were raised a certain way.
Right.
It's so hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
And so it's just opening their minds to wanting to learn that. So.
And so, you know, the guest list is extremely tailored. You know, we're talking about politicians that they trust. We're talking about people from, you know, different associations, firefighters associations, law enforcement. All of those people that the real stigma is attached to,
Right.
that we have to break. And the only way we break that is with education and conversation.
Exactly.
And that's what it is.
Yes, don't hate, communicate, baby.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
It kind of just came together and was like, hey.
Yes.
I was like, that is the universe.
I like it. What?
I said 15 minutes.
Oh, 15 minutes? Hey, does anybody have any questions that they want to ask him? Because I want to smoke and
Oh,
he can
man.
talk.
I hate live questions, but we going to take them.
We can do it. I like it because you don't ever get to look at your screen really because you usually driving while you're talking. You're always
Yeah.
on the move.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
So, I mean, just a
I'm
couple
trying to have
questions.
7 revenue streams. If I can get to 7 revenue streams, I'll be where I want to be.
How many you at right now?
4.
Ooh.
Technically 4.
Okay, so we got girls. I like it.
You know.
I like it. And we get to watch. So we get to watch him grow into his self. Or are you going to be moving? You trying to leave Oklahoma?
No, so, you know, I came back. You know what I mean?
Okay, what I'm saying.
So Oklahoma is home for me. Like,
Okay.
I came back. I could have stayed where I was at and did this. You know, I
But
left here to do this elsewhere.
Okay.
You know.
Well, I know that. We've heard
Yeah.
your story, but my
Yeah.
thing is you know how sometimes you come home, you think it's what you want, you
Mm.
get in here for a little bit, and you're like, I'm ready to leave again.
Nah, I
Cabin
mean, you
fever
know,
type.
for me, Oklahoma was really where I raised my kids. It
Mhm.
was, you know, where I really like came into myself.
Okay.
You know, so
It's just
it's a
home.
it's a yeah it's a different kind of
It's a
Kinda
quiet
connection.
space.
yeah.
It's a bit. I mean, it is because there's a lot of space out
He
here.
moved away and came
Yeah.
back.
But you had Oregon. You were in Oregon and Washington.
Yeah, Washington and Nevada.
Oh, Nevada.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know why I always think Oregon. Didn't you go to Oregon for any period of time?
Mm-mm.
I'm tripping.
No,
don't
I
know.
worked with some growers out of Oregon. They did some test phenos for me and stuff like that. But
Okay.
yeah, no, I just visited and met up with some folks and stuff.
Right on.
But mostly, especially with the cannabis, was Washington.
To Washington State.
Well, yeah, Washington State.
Beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah,
Beautiful place. But
until it snows,
uh,
then it ain't so beautiful.
but it
It's
is.
gonna be pretty
You just
out.
have to toughen up, Buttercup,
Nah.
and get out there.
My conditions do not.
Look, he's like, no,
That
I can't
cold.
move. It ain't working for me.
No.
But
You got questions.
yeah, you do have some
You
questions.
do.
Okay. What do I like to do for relaxation? That's weird because I have different techniques for different things. So if I'm driving and I need to relax, then I may put on meditation music. If I'm at home and I want to relax, then this gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna watch like Live PD or First 48 or something like that. Something that's really really mellow with like First 48 that will keep me interested in the story, and then Live PD. It's moments of action, but it's really the storylines that really, so that's, kind of the relaxing stuff that I do, I guess. Yeah. What else we got? What is my number one priority both in personal life and business? Personal life is going to be family. It's weird because people will say, well, how can you say that you don't even hire your own family? I don't mix the two things. Anything that's in my personal life, I
You
don't
don't want
mix
to.
on this other side. It gets muddy.
All the
and,
time.
And when it gets muddy, people have clouded judgment. They say loose things because they feel like they have this personal connection with you. But we're in a business setting, and
Yep.
they're not able to sever those two things. So I never mixed that part. But family would be definitely number one in personal life. Second would probably be health. And that's crazy because most people put health before family because without being healthy, I can't take care of my family, and but yeah. In
Depends on who
business,
you are.
it's the process. The number one thing is the process and trusting the process. I say it and I say it and I say it, and I have a mentor mentee group that I work with on Mondays and Tuesdays. And I have this class that we started, me and my partner, Riker, where we would develop artists and teach them the process of being an artist outside of recording the music, outside of the image.
Okay.
There's a lot of business to
Mhm.
that, and
Mhm.
people don't really understand that, and so that's where that book comes into play that you were
Okay.
asking me about earlier.
Okay.
On the learning and educational side, because that's like a training manual for people that are in that field.
So you can
yeah.
train others
Mhm.
because now you've read the book.
Yeah.
Look at you.
And
I
I'm
like
like, I believe in, I believe everything is a game. Like literally, I look at everything in life as a game, right?
It is.
And there's one little intro. It's on his name is The Game, right? On the documentary, the intro, the guy is like, people say that the rich get rich and the poor get poor. But that's only because you don't understand what's about to happen to you. You see, everything is a game. And the quality of your life depends entirely on the ability to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I play the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I live by that shit. You know what I mean? I live by that shit. And
You
so
have to.
if this game got rules, I'm going to find out what these rules are. I'm going to find out where these loopholes to these rules are, or whatever it may be. Not in a way to be, unethical or anything like that, but a way to be ahead of the next person.
More tactful on your own end.
Right. So when somebody think that they're catching up, boom, I've just hit that next gear and you're maxed out.
Yeah.
And so now you got to go get a whole new vehicle, and hopefully I spend a lot of time at a rest stop kicking it to allow you to catch up. But when you think you caught up, because I'm the architect, I'm always drawing.
Yeah, and you've already hit that next
Boom,
gear.
something else is out
Yeah.
now, and it's just like, what the fuck? And then, it just is.
It
what
just keeps
is.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it usually works.
Yeah.
It's all
So,
about your mindset. So
The
your mindset.
process,
Yeah.
trust in the process.
Yeah.
Them two things right there.
Yep.
Care to share your end game. Ooh. Okay. So my end game is, fairly simple. My son has already told our ops manager that, or our operations officer that, he's really just keeping his seat warm. So I see this, the way that we're building this, we're building it,
It can be a family.
well, we're building it in the image of the Mars Corporation.
Okay.
And so, they're doing Snickers and Big Five gum and, all of these other brands
Yes.
that compete amongst each other but not really with each other, right?
Yep.
Pops don't compete with Barz.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. Max don't compete with Dank Confections. But if you put them on a shelf with each other, now it's like, oh, let me get one of those, let me get one of that, and let me get one of that. And people still to this day don't even know that those are all
They're
of our brands.
affiliated.
Right. And so the
It's
end
a
game
lot.
is to not have an end game.
Just
For
keep
real.
going.
Yeah,
The
because you
just keep swimming.
as
Like,
long as you're breathing and the mind is going, you have to keep moving.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, the
So
body rest
I
stays
plan
there.
to retire. I always said I wanted to retire by 50. I'm 5 years away from that. So I don't see that happening with a lot of the stuff that's in the pipeline. But the end game is to be able to pass this down to my kids and watch them pass this down to their kids. And that's why we're doing so much. Yeah, that's why we're focusing on non-THC things as well as THC things. So that's why, you know, there's the CBD line and, you know, terpy teas and things like that. That
Some
can
whole
be
national brands.
anywhere. Right.
Yeah. I see you.
Yeah. That is the goal.
I see you. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? Because if you ain't in something to grow and to fucking try to go exceed yourself every year, over exceed yourself every year, and make more of yourself, what are you doing? Like, especially once you've invested all your money in it, if you ain't trying to invest all of yourself into it and make that bitch your bitch, I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Sorry. So I like it.
Yeah.
Don't quit.
Just play the game.
Dead ass. Because I'm a Gary Vee listener, and I'm really ghetto because I from the hood, so I had no choice but to get up and go and work, or I wasn't gonna have shit. So I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you.
And I mean, even with Gary Vee, he teaches, right? But he's
everything.
A practical teacher.
Yes, but he's giving you everything for free.
Right.
Take it.
Right.
Take the knowledge.
So the people that, you know, on Club, I don't do this on Facebook because remember, I said, you know, Clubhouse is more like the Trader Joe's, the Whole Foods. Facebook is more like Walmart, right? You don't know what the fuck you gonna see, what the fuck you gonna smell, how the hell they gonna look, whatever, right? You are liable to get anything on Facebook, right?
I can't.
I was scrolling my damn timeline and I showed y'all before this that it'll just be any fucking thing,
it's
right?
Just a messy.
So,
it is crazy. It's the flea market.
Right.
It's the flea market platform.
But Clubhouse, because I can tailor my audience, right? Or my engagements, I offer, you know, time on Mondays and Tuesdays, 2 hours on each day, to where I'm, you know, donating this time to minorities that are, you know, looking to get into this industry, because, you know, we're 2% nationally, 2% nationally.
And 2%. It's by choice.
All minorities combined.
Yes, and that's a choice, guys. So he's giving you an opportunity to put your foot in the door. Get you in.
Working with people on, you know, brand ideas, product ideas, things of that nature, and then I don't charge nobody for none of that, you know. And so that's my way of giving back. I'm not in a position, and when I am in a position to, like, you know, give back in a major way, it'll be by way of creating, like, for a foundation or organization. It won't really be like giving to other organizations, because I have my own passions, my own things that I want to support. But my way of giving back now is giving back time and knowledge.
Right.
You know, it's like that fisherman. You know, do you teach him to fish or do you go fish for him?
You teach the man to fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life.
Exactly. Yep. And so that's what it is. I take those 2 days, and those, you know, 2 hour slots on each day, and I help teach people how to fish.
So where can people find you?
You can find me where I'm at.
Where do you want them to find you?
Nowhere.
I love it.
But no, I mean, so if you're on Facebook, you can just look up Chilly Mack, ChillyMack. Always look for the M. That will always be like the profile pic. If it's Instagram, it's gonna be Real Chilly Mack, and that actually has my face on there. So like, when I'm with the shits and I'm, you know, the shenanigans, it's usually gonna be there. That's like my only place that I can act up.
That's your playpen?
Yeah. See, Chilly Mack on Facebook, because Chilly Mack is a brand, I have to be a little more refined there. But yeah, you can find me on those two places, and you can find me on Clubhouse at Chilly Mack. Everything is Chilly Mack. Google that shit, you're gonna get your pages, or just Google Mr. Max and it's gonna direct you to me. You will find me if you look.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is not hard to find either.
No.
So, and sometimes he's fun. Like, I like it when you go live. Those are my favorites.
Somebody say FB is the flea market. Oh shit. Yo, these comments, man. Sometimes I be in the
See.
comments.
You have to be. You have to know what your people are talking about. Like, what's up? Yeah.
Could I sit still long enough to retire? So, retirement for me is only retirement from what I'm currently doing. I'm always going to do something.
Yeah, as long as your mind's
You know what I
moving.
mean? Yeah.
I mean,
So-
that's how you strike me. That's what you come off to me as.
So
like,
that's why I said the end game is to really have no end game, to never end, because I'm going to continue to grow and evolve and all of that good stuff.
it's like one
I
of
don't
those, hey, as long as my mind's working, there will never be a what next. I'll just keep moving.
Yeah.
So, I like it. I like it.
I mean, you know, we got some cool, a new brand that's going to be dropping really, really soon. Ladies will love this. It's not any of that, you know, pleasure stuff or anything like that. But like,
What is it?
a beauty brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
like it.
we'll be putting some stuff out
I'm
on that
excited.
really, really soon.
Okay, like face, like skin. Okay. But see, I'm so into. I like asthma
They
stuff.
just gotta come
I'm
out
ready
July
for some-
8th and talk to him more.
I'm ready for all the things. I'm a big.
What you say?
Come out July 8th so they can talk to you more.
See, look at that
That's what I'm
plug.
talking about.
Them plugs is good. See, and I like it when you. Can you say it again? Because you haven't talked. You haven't spoken out tonight. Please.
We're done. We're good.
Okay, say one more
We
again.
are good.
No,
What time
we're
is
good.
it start?
I don't know. We're good.
It starts at 7. It's 7 to 10:30.
July
We're gonna
8th.
do July 8th. There'll be some acknowledgments and some awards given out to key people. Just a really big thank you.
Just
You
come
know.
check it out.
Yeah, man.
Come
Get the,
kick it.
First 100 people get the big swag bag, so you don't want to miss that. Like,
Y'all
you
should
don't
feel
wanna miss
special.
that.
This man
Be
just
there.
said he really doesn't kick it. He's gonna be kicking it, answering questions, checking people out, doing his thing.
It'll be work, so I'll be Chili Mac very debonair.
I'm dead.
I'm in that thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm in that thing.
You better calm down, sure. He over- He's feeling it still. He's feeling
On
it
that
still.
note,
Shit.
we're out.
We out, y'all. Have a good night.